My name is Jelani Carter. I'm a shooting guard here. I am from Hackensack, New Jersey, and I went to Hackensack High School. I'm currently studying criminal justice here, and I chose Brookdale because I feel like the school would be a good fit for me all around.
My name is Jeremiah Florent. I am a guard/forward here at Brookdale basketball. I'm a computer science major here, and I represent Newark Arts High School. Brookdale was a great fit. Basketball, educational purposes, #1 two-year school in New Jersey, and here we are.
My name is Mark Bruce. I'm a shooting guard at Brookdale Community College. I'm from Bayonne, New Jersey. I went to Marist High School in Bayonne, New Jersey. I'm a business major right now, and I chose Brookdale because we're the #1 community school in New Jersey.
My name is Marvin Worthy. I play power forward for Brookdale. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I went to Arts High School. I'm really passionate about basketball, but I really chose Brookdale for education reasons, and I also study business here.
Hello, my name is Mateo Del Moro. I'm a guard for Brookdale basketball. I'm from Cliffwood Beach, New Jersey. I attended Sinai Christian Academy in Linden. I study economics for Brookdale, and I chose Brookdale because it was the best option for me.
My name is Tyler Hawkins. I'm from Tinton Falls, New Jersey. I play point guard for Brookdale's men's basketball team, and I'm studying criminal justice.
All right, Tyrese Bryant, point guard, shooting guard, Brookdale men's basketball team, hometown Mattawa, New Jersey. Attended Raritan High School. I major in health science, and Brookdale is very convenient. It's only 3 miles from home.
Alpha Pi Theta, it is an honor society, PTK. What is the best part about this society?
Definitely the fellowship, because you're divided into regions, and the regions meet every so often, and every chapter gets to go to the regional events. And this brings together a lot of chapters and a lot of people, and it gives me goosebumps just to talk about it, because I've met so many of my best friends through Phi Theta Kappa that I don't know who I'd be without them.
Oh my God, absolutely. And so, can we just tell everyone why it's so important to be a part of, besides that, why is it so important to be a part of the Honor Society? Like for the future, not even for just now.
Well, because it builds leadership character, it builds leadership skills, it gives you connections, it helps you network, it helps you learn to meet people and to connect with others.
Well, good luck. It seems like you guys have a lot on your plate, but a lot of benefits that come along with it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. Best of luck. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So can you tell me about the Asia Society?
Okay, so we're a club. Like we talk about all about different parts of Asia. We do activities. We're trying to do like one big event in winter, so hopefully, and we're trying to get some more members. All of our members graduated last semester, so we're trying to recruit more. I'm the co-president. My name's Arita, and my other co-president's Summer. But yeah, so yeah.
This is so awesome. And can any student join just to learn
any
more?
Students, yeah. If, any students can join if they want to learn more about Asia, or if they want to like see all of our events that we did in the past. We have all of our photos as well. So yeah, anyone can join.
That's so great. And last question, what do you think the best part about the Asia Society is?
Making new friends, meeting new people, even different parts of the world. Like we met like a lot of people from China, Japan, stuff like last semester when they all graduated. Told us all about their life stories and where they came from. So it's pretty cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for telling us more about it, and best of luck.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have fun going around here.
Thank you. I will. Thank you.
No problem.
Are you guys ready to be part of Biology Club? Because I'm not. Let's hear more about it. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So you guys are in front of this amazing Biology Club poster. Can you tell me about Biology Club?
Well, last semester we did yoga, we had a stack and study, we did essential oils. We went to the cadaver lab at Rutgers, so that's me holding a brain. And we had the dire wolves from Game of Thrones come too.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so this is crazy. So I am not a huge fan of biology, but I love yoga and essential oils.
Yeah.
So can anyone join this club even if they're not biology majors?
We want them to.
So yeah, anyone can join the club. You don't have to be a bio major or anything like that. It's for everyone to come. We're doing studying sessions and stuff like that. We have free pizza, so all the good stuff.
Biology is like a really, obviously med school and everything's really hard to get into. So having all these extracurriculars on your resume can't hurt, right?
No, it cannot hurt at all.
That's so awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. If you're a business major or you're not even a business major, you just want to get to know more about business, then Business Club is where you should be. Can you please tell me more about Business Club?
All right, our goal in Business Club is to build a team, and we're gonna focus on building our image, try to strive for business information like stock market, currency exchange. We're going to build our resumes. We want to try to help every freshman or every business major that's on campus to succeed in their classes. So if you're a business major, you can come to us. We'll help you, surely. We're going to have some fun trips. We're probably going to the Federal Reserve or some business schools. We're going to see that with our new members, and we're going to have a great semester. It's going to be fun.
That's so amazing. Thank you so much. What's up, guys? We are here with the cheerleading club. What's up?
Hi.
You guys look amazing.
Thank you.
So is this your first year at Brookdale, or you guys returning students?
First year.
Oh my gosh, and tell me, what do you think about the cheerleading club so far?
It's very fun. It's really fun. Everyone's really welcoming, and it's all really good, yeah.
So what are some events that you guys are looking forward to do this year?
Honestly, the basketball games I'm looking forward to. Basketball season is like starting, so I'm excited for that.
Tell me about the cheerleading club. Sometimes, like in high school, I know I auditioned for the cheerleading club and I didn't get in. It was very cliquey. Tell me about Brookdale's cheerleading club. Is it very open? Like, can anyone join?
Yes, they don't care if you've never done it before. Like very welcoming, not cliquey. Yeah, so it's really good though.
Go Brookdale!
Hello, guys. We want change in the world, and here I have the program manager of Change at Brookdale. How you doing?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. So can you tell me more about Change?
So Change stands for the Center for Holocaust, Human Rights, and Genocide Education, and we focus on educating the community about mass atrocities in the world, both in the past and in the present. So we do programming throughout the year at Brookdale, and all events are free to Brookdale students. And we also have an exhibit that focuses on the Holocaust, the Armenian Genocide, and the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda, and that's also free to Brookdale students.
So amazing. It's really making students relevant about what has gone on in the past and what's going on today. And can anyone drop in at any time? Do you have to be a part of the club? How can we join?
So we're a nonprofit organization on campus, so anyone can drop by and become a volunteer whenever they want. Also, we're open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. for tours for Brookdale students. So you can feel free to drop by, look at the exhibit, and learn more about the past.
Okay, thank you so much for telling us more about it.
Thank you.
Computer Science Club.
Oh my gosh, this is really cool. Do you think about, are you in the club?
No, I'm not yet.
I'm advertising today. We got different types of events going on. Like we do hackathons every semester. We're doing a Smash tournament. Different types of faculty speakers talking about different issues and things within the computer science community.
Very cool. And do you think about joining this club?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it because I'm interested in computers and games at the same time. So maybe something interesting might happen in there.
That's very awesome. And are you a new student or returning student?
New student.
And what do you think about Brookdale so far?
It's pretty good. I mean, first time on a campus, so I'm still walking around and experiencing a lot of new people and stuff.
And one last question. What are you hoping to achieve this Brookdale year that you're here?
Pretty much pass and try to just find something I'm interested in, like a club or anything, because I didn't do a lot of clubs, so I'm trying to do one now.
Very awesome. Well, thanks so much.
They're the Brookdale Christian Club, and we get together, we talk about the gospel, and we eat a meal. It's a really good chance to come together and learn more about God if you're interested.
That's so beautiful. And why do you think people should join this at Brookdale? What's so good about having this club at Brookdale?
I think it's important to have faith, and it's important for you to have community and get together with other people, especially in college where you need to have a support system. It's a really great place to be.
I love it. And they all look so happy. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you guys the best of luck this whole Brookdale. Can you tell me about this club?
Yeah, so Dreamers Plus is like a group that basically advocates for the rights of immigrants and specifically undocumented immigrants. And I mean, right now I think that's a very important thing, especially considering the condition they've been forced into, a lot of people in these cages in the Southwest and all that. It's like, it's a very sad thing. So I mean, if you stand on the side of the undocumented and you believe that they deserve better treatment than they've currently been receiving under the current administration, then I'd highly recommend that you invest in our club.
What else do you get out of this club, you think?
There was a trip we took to D.C., I think last year, where the Dreamers got to lobby on behalf of immigrant rights in D.C. So, there's a lot of interesting experiences relating to the politics behind all this stuff that you can definitely experience if you join our club. And, we'll see what this year brings, but last year was pretty interesting.
So great. Thank you so much, and I wish you guys the best of luck in the club this year.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, the key to the success is the Education Club at Brookdale, and I'm here with the president. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. This involvement fair is so fun. Can you tell me more about the Education Club?
It has so many things to offer you. It's amazing.
And can you tell me just one thing about the Education Club that you think is the best part about the club that you really think students should join?
You meet new people. That's first. Second, we have amazing advisors. Professor Latte and Marshall, they're amazing, and they'll help you with your classes. I know they're also professors. I have Professor Latte this semester, and she's amazing so far.
This club looks so fun, and you're so awesome. I'm going to be a great president.
Thank you.
We're here with the Fashion Club, aka the people who look the best in this fair. How you guys doing over here?
We doing good. We doing good. We got the drip on lockdown. You know what I mean? We got the drip on lockdown. Fashion Club. You know how it is.
Ooh, I don't know what that means, but tell me more about Fashion Club.
We look at fashion from all decades and all that. You know, looking fresh, looking fleet, be inspired by fashion, wondering how fashion influences us. Make some Brookdale fashion shows. You know, something light.
What did you love about being part of the Fashion Club? Why do you love being at the club?
I love being part of the Fashion Club because I'm an artist, and looking at different types of art, like AKA clothing, is really unique. Like looking at how fashion's changed over the years, how it's an art form, how it's a form of expression. I always find that interesting because it helps you step up your game. But we usually meet 11:45 to 1:15, Tuesdays and Thursdays during college hour.
I love it. Do you love films? Do you want to make films? Do you want to be in films, or do you just want to watch films? Then the Filmmakers Club is for you. Here to learn more about it are all of these amazing film members. How you guys doing?
Great.
Good. Better. So who wants to tell me about this club?
We are the Brookdale Filmmakers Club. We specialize in the filmmaking process. We teach people how to make movies. We teach them how to act in films. We teach them how to write, how to edit, and how to direct.
What do you guys love most about the club? You look so enthusiastic. Let's hear about this club.
I just love meeting all these great guys over here just filming some movies. I just love it all, man.
That's so great. Can anyone join in if they want to be a writer, if they want to be an actor or director? Anyone who wants to work in film can just join?
Anyone can join. Anyone who has an interest in making movies, writing movies, anyone can join. We especially need more women to join the club.
To learn more about Filmmakers Club or any of these clubs, please visit brookdalecc.edu. Women, join.
The Global Distinction Program is really an initiative for the students to get recognized at graduation for all the activities that they do throughout the school year. It could be classes, it could be reports or projects they do for courses, or campus events or even off-campus events that have some relationship to a global issue. So they create a portfolio reflecting on the activities they've done, and they earn points for each of those activities, and they have to have 50 points. Once they have 50 points, then they actually get a beautiful medallion at graduation. Their name is in the program as a distinguished global citizen.
A lot of recognition.
And they can use it on their resumes and interviews and all that kind of stuff. So it's really a great benefit for the students.
You're becoming global citizens. You really care about what's happening in other parts of the world, or even right down the alley from you. It's all the same issues.
And it doesn't hurt having it on your resume. Yep. Thank you guys so much. I think everyone should really
talking
join.
with us. We're very happy.
Thank you.
We're Helping Hands at Brookdale, so we provide non-academic support for students. We know we have fabulous teachers and we have great academic resources, but we're here to help students with everything else. We know life happens, students have all these issues that they bring to the classroom, so we're trying to help make connections for them to alleviate some of the stress that they have. We have mental health counselors available to students. We have social services available to students. If students need a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant for free, pro bono, we have these relationships with people in the community who could help students out. We also have a lounge we're opening, that's Man 214. The lounge is going to be available for students that will also have all of these resources for students, as well as we're going to have microwaves in there. We're going to have hot and cold water cooler. We're going to have food for students. If they want to come in, we'll have microwavable pasta they could throw in and have something to eat right here on campus. We still have our grab and go buckets. We're going to have pantry items for students to take home so they could take food home. We're going to have mental health counselors in there checking in with students, finding out what resources they need. So we'll be a resource hub. We'll have bulletin boards if students want a ride share or a room share. They could leave information there to connect with other students. So lots and lots of resources. The third Tuesday of the month, we're having the mobile food truck here. That'll be out in the BAC parking lot, the visitors parking lot, kind of in front of the library. All are welcome. Everything is confidential. We're just here to support students so that they could be the best student that they could be because we know life gets in the way and students don't know where to turn to. They're having a problem with their landlord. Who do they call? Helping Hands at Brookdale. We are Helping Hands at brookdalecc.edu. If they email us, they're having any issues, they need help with anything, we're going to connect them with those resources. Hey guys, we're Helping Hands at Brookdale, so we provide non-academic support for students. So we're trying to help make connections for them to alleviate some of the stress that they have. We have mental health counselors available to students. We have social services available to students. If students need a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant for free, pro bono, we have these relationships with people in the community who could help students out. We also have a lounge we're opening, that's Man 214. The lounge is going to be available for students that will also have all of these resources for students. The third Tuesday of the month, we're having the mobile food truck here. That'll be out in the BAC parking lot, the visitors parking lot, kind of in front of the library. All are welcome. Everything is confidential. We're just here to support students so that they could be the best student that they could be.
Hello. Welcome back to Brookdale. I hope everyone had an amazing, great summer and is ready to get back to the books. But before you do, we are here at the Involvement Fair right outside the SLC. There are tons of groups just waiting for new students, returning students to join, and tons of fun to have. Let's go check it out.
Passaic is ranked.
Well, the Involvement Fair here at Brookdale is coming to an end, but it is never too late to get involved. To learn more about all these clubs that Brookdale has to offer, all these friends you can meet, and all these things you could do, please visit our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Perola with Brookdale Television, and we will see you next time. Hello, I am here with Jewish Student Union, and here to talk with me is this amazing gentleman. How you doing?
Thank you very much. Tell me about the club. Of course. Jewish Student Union is a Jewish club on campus. We meet every Tuesday, and everybody's welcome to join. We go through some of the Jewish holidays, great food, great kosher food. And our main event is around Hanukkah time. We build a Lego menorah.
We're ready when you
goes
are.
to the children in the hospital. But please
One,
do come
two,
by
one, two,
and visit
one,
us
two. We're ready to go when you
Tuesday
are.
At the
One,
ATEC
two,
building,
one, two,
room
one,
101.
two.
And you could always sign up and
Yep, we're
see
ready
all
for
our
that.
activities. Everybody's welcome. And we hope you have a great time.
There's no anthem. The anthem will be in the second game. Because they're going to have the Cub Scouts.
I'm president of the Western Monmouth League of Women Voters. There are 3 local leagues in Monmouth County, and we are one of them.
What you guys do?
We are nonpartisan, and we are all about advocating for good government. We want people to vote. We do not tell them who to vote for, but we want to give them as much information as possible. And so there is a Vote 411 website where hopefully all of our candidates in the county and in other places too will be submitting their information, so people can just click on and know what everybody thinks, and they will be able to make their own wise, informed decision.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, and I hope we have a lot of voters this year.
Well, we got a lot of new voters today registering, so we're very pleased.
That's great.
That's good.
All right, guys, we are here with LGBT+, and we have the president. Wait.
I'm the secretary of both Theater Club and LGBT Club.
Oh my God, so amazing. So she is the secretary. We talked a little bit with Theater Club. Can you tell us more about LGBT?
We're a club for anyone in the LGBT+ community or even straight allies, where we discuss being in the community or like historical events from the community, and that's really
Yeah, and can anybody join? You don't really have to be in, yeah.
Anyone can join both Theater Club and LGBT Club, and you don't have to be gay to come to LGBT. You could be straight or anything, like allies are welcome too.
I love it. Thank you so much for telling us more about it. 2 + 2 is 4, but that's not all you learn in Math Club. We're going to learn more about it with the president of Math Club. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am very good. How are you doing? Tell me about Math Club.
Math is one of the best subjects ever. We meet on the second Thursday of every month. We have snack and studies where you come with your math homework. We have professors there ready to
edition of Jersey Blues basketball here on Brookdale TV. Brian Goudsward, Tim Catalfamo here with you as Brookdale takes on Passaic. And we are just about set for the opening tip here tonight. The officials, Kevin Krisak, Craig Moranci, and Steve Dunn Sr. Give you the starting lineups momentarily whenever we get a moment to do so. Brookdale comes in at 3-10. Passaic, one of the top opponents. They have lost just once all season at 14-1. And Brookdale controls the opening tip. We're underway. Onyango inside, missed it from in close. But Brookdale gets another opportunity as Sabrina DeFries for the Panthers, unable to secure the rebound.
Yeah, it's important, Brian, for Brookdale to get off to a strong start. Passaic, very dangerous. They can put a lot of points up very quickly, so important for the Jersey Blues to try to get some points on the board early.
And that's Camacho off the steal, turning it into a transition bucket, the first score of the game. Brookdale comes off a loss, 61-53 against Bergen on Thursday. Pacini drives, throws it off the glass, and it's rebounded by Linda Bria de Pena. Here's Passaic in transition once again, and getting it to go. Ronquay Gray, a 4-0 start for Passaic.
And this is a team in Passaic that's very aggressive. They like to go to the rim and try to catch their opponents off guard. They've caused a couple of turnovers, nearly another one there, as Gray nearly had another steal. But this is a team, Brian, that's very aggressive. I was talking to head coach Tia Eaton before the game. They like to press. They like to be very aggressive. They're very talented. We've already seen that, not even a minute into this ball game. Already, Passaic going to be a very tough challenge for the Jersey Blues this afternoon.
Brookdale's starting lineup tonight. It's Melissa Golombieski, Gianna Piccini, Amanda Friend, Anna Catanzaro, and Natasha Onyango. Jersey Blues looking to crack the scoreboard, down by 4. Here's Piccini. Catanzaro in the corner, shot clock down to 7. Down to 3, and it's taken away. Bria de Pena bounces. And then a 3-second violation as they took too much time camped out in the paint, and that's a turnover.
And Brookdale got lucky there that was a 3-second violation on the Panthers because they really didn't transition very well on defense. Passaic kind of hesitated there in the paint. They could have gone up there and tried to get an easy layup. Instead, they hesitated and it led to a turnover.
And now you get a turnover on the Brookdale side. A double dribble is the call. So Passaic, the starting lineup, Janiris Rodriguez, Ronquay Gray, Betseda Gutierrez, Jada Camacho, and Sabrina DeFries. They lead by 4. Inside, got good position, but good defense to try from Gutierrez, and it stays with Passaic. So Camacho, the inbounder. Ronquay Gray throws it off the glass and in.
And just a nice job by Passaic attacking the rim there. That's the second time Gray's had an open look at the basket, and she's been able to score.
2 minutes gone by. 6-0 Passaic advantage. Onyango in the paint. That goes.
And Onyango has continued to improve this year, Brian. She's got a very nice jump shot. She's one of the lead rebounders on this team, getting the Jersey Blues on the board in the paint.
Bria de Pena with a floater. That doesn't go. Rebound taken by Friend. Amanda Friend, the new insertion in the Brookdale starting lineup. Piccini able to catch and finish. The setup from Golombieski.
And the pass was just a little bit late, but Piccini was able to adjust, and she's able to get it to go off the glass.
And a travel is called on Bria de Pena. And now the Panthers make their first substitution. In comes Janiris Rodriguez. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. 7:17 to go, just underway from the Collins Arena. Passaic leads 6-4. We'll be back.
help. They can help you out anytime you need. We have snacks, obviously, food. Last year we actually got to go on to a DC trip with the rest of the STEM classes, STEM clubs, I'm sorry, for 2 days or 2 nights. It was crazy affordable. It's a great time. We always have, something for everybody. Even if you're not in a math class, you can come.
About 3 minutes gone by, opening quarter from the Collins Arena. Jersey Blue basketball down by 2. They've scored the last 4. Catanzaro inside and too high for Onyango.
Brookdale had the right idea. They were trying to pound the ball into the paint and find Onyango, just to pass a little bit too high. But you have to credit Brookdale coming out and being able to remain at this point and keep pace with the Panthers, a team that can score very quickly. I think Brookdale will be pretty proud of themselves early on here.
Gray comes up short from the outside. Amanda Friend has it blocked by DeFries, and she's got it for Passaic. Ahead for Rodriguez, and Gray had it deflected by Friend. Good transition defense.
A lot of contact both ways there, but the officials are letting them play.
Golombieski for Catanzaro. Her jump shot short. Brookdale able to track it back down. Shot clock doesn't reset. Pacini, a floater. And the rebound to Bria DePena. 2-on-1 developing. Bounce pass, and the easy layup for Gray.
And just, again, not very good transition defense. We've seen that a couple times in this game, especially on a fast break. Passaic, all their players get down the court. Brookdale's lagging behind, and it leads to an easy layup.
And another turnover, this time taken away by Camacho. She fires it back, and DeFries draws the foul. So that's the first foul of the game by either side, and it will work against Golombieski. Jada Spalazzino checks in, and making her season debut tonight, Madison Doria in for the first time.
Yeah, Doria, a softball player here at Brookdale, one of the new recruits, so to speak, that Coach Brunson has picked up during the off-semester period of time in between the fall and spring semester. Very aggressive, hasn't played basketball too much, but nonetheless has the athleticism that Coach Brunson is hoping can help this team in some areas.
2 added 2 from the line, 10-4 Panthers. And another turnover, uncontested DeFries for 2.
And Sabrina DeFries, remember, she had 2,000 points in high school, but is very unselfish with the basketball, according to head coach Eaton. That time taking it herself, though, after getting that steal and scoring.
Here's another steal and then a foul. Golombieski is going to be hit with her second. And you see a lot of steals today. That might be in part because this Passaic team is prolific at taking the basketball away. They average over 17 a game. They got another possession here, up by 8. Gray inside. Here is Camacho, way off the mark, and picked up by Onyango. Golombieski is hit on the outside by Gray, as Passaic picks up their first. Well, Brookdale overall, the record is 3-10, but much better here at home. All 3 of their wins here in Lincroft, where they sport a 3-4 mark, winless on the road this season. And another steal. Camacho for Gray, and she's called for a travel.
Well, that's a real shame because Jada Camacho did, I think, one of the best no-look passes I've seen in a while here in this building, giving it off to her teammate Gray. Unfortunately, though, uncharacteristic mistakes here early on for Passaic. I know they have a 12-4 lead, but these turnovers here early on in this first quarter, I'm sure, are not making that team feel all that better.
Spallezzino has it poked away. Oh, Nyong'o blocked. And that was Rodriguez who got a hand on it. Missing in transition, Gray. Offensive rebound. Strong move on the inside, but Brea DePena couldn't convert. Brea DePena, a fake and takes it herself, misses the layup. Gets her own rebound, backs up with it. And coming up short, Brea DePena on the three-point try. Now Brookdale potentially numbers. Golubieski couldn't find the basket. And now Brookdale doesn't get back in transition. Here is Rodriguez for the layup.
And that's a situation that if you're Brookdale, sometimes it's better to pull that ball up, especially since you don't really have numbers. I know there was a fast break, but in a situation like that, I think it would have been better if Golubieski had pulled the basketball up and let the rest of her teammates come down the floor so they could set up for a possession. Unfortunately, not able to convert, and Passaic gets an easy basket at the other end as a result.
It's an 8-0 Passaic run as Betseda Gutierrez returns. And Gray gets a breather. Rich Brunson hoping his team can settle in. Turnovers have been problematic in the opening quarter. Rodriguez running one-hander, banks it in.
And that's just all Rodriguez. Good defense there by Amanda Friend, but Rodriguez utilizing the glass and getting it to go.
Pacini fouled. Gutierrez will pick it up, and that'll be the team's second.
And I think Brookdale's going to need a lot out of Gianna Pacini tonight, Brian. Remember, in that last game against Bergen, even though Brookdale lost in that effort, Pacini was all over the floor and really performed very well, especially driving to the basket. So they're going to need that in this game tonight.
Gutierrez comes away with it. Camacho lost the handle, picks it back up, and then throws it away on Nyong'o the steal. Now Friend, a running shot, can't bank it in. Ahead of the floor is DeFries, and that's too easy. Rich Brunson is frustrated. Timeout on the floor, full timeout, 2.5 to go, opening quarter. Passaic off to the good start.
I think it's great that you don't have to be like a math major or like a math genius to join. You could bring your homework and have help with math. Because math is a struggle for a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people, even for people who enjoy math.
I love it. Thank you so much. You are going to be a great president. Thank you. All right, guys, if you love music and you love technology, then you are in the right place. We are here with the Music Technology Club and the Connection Club. We got some two great gentlemen right here. Three, just kidding. So tell me more about this club.
See, basically what we do is our clubs are two clubs that work together. What we do is the Connections Clubs, we will be teaching people how to play instruments, while also we will be interviewing some local bands, and we will also be discussing how the music industry works. So anyone who wants to come join, you don't have to be a musician. You could be just someone who appreciates music too. We welcome everybody. Tech Club, they're going to be teaching us and helping us with the studio. Everyone who wants to learn how to edit or produce.
2.5 to go in this first quarter. And the Jersey Blues trying to bounce back from what's been a slow start to this point. It's been all Passaic, 18-4, and they're on a 12-0 run. Brookdale comes in 8th place in the Region 19 standings. Passaic is number 2, trailing only Philadelphia in the Region 19.
Yeah, head coach Kenyatta McKinney doing a great job down there as usual in Philly. As you see another steal here by DeFries.
And DeFreeze has been busy in this first quarter. And the biggest problem for Brookdale has been giving the ball away, and they've compounded that by not getting back in transition.
Yeah, they've been a little bit lagging coming back down the court, especially when Passaic has had a fast break opportunity, which has led to some easy baskets. But Passaic has made some uncharacteristic mistakes as well, so not necessarily a clean first quarter by the Panthers standards by any stretch of the imagination.
Madison Doria put up her first attempt for Brookdale, and a travel is called.
And these are just the type of mistakes that you're not used to seeing this team make if you're on the Passaic side of the ball. Some traveling violations, some just uncharacteristic mistakes that you don't really think this team would make. But again, this is an early start, 5 p.m. local time start. You're on the road. Sometimes some of those things all combined together have you start off just a little bit slow.
And that's off Spalazzino. Passaic, it's kind of a strange season as far as their schedule because they played 11 games at home where they are unbeaten. This only their 5th road game all year. They've only lost once on the road because they've only lost once the whole season. Turnover here. Doria looking for the basket, and she got it.
And Coach Brunson told us pregame, Madison Doria, very aggressive. We mentioned she comes over from the softball program, doesn't have a whole lot of basketball experience, but you saw in that play aggressively stealing that ball away and going right to the basket.
Good hands by Onyango, stays with Passaic. Doria, a 3-sport player, as she also is involved in softball. But basketball, the most raw of her 3 sports. Camacho way off the mark, and it goes to the Jersey Blues. They're going to have to re-trigger in from the back court. Under a minute to go now in the first.
And if you're Brookdale, Ryan, you really just want to try to set something up for maybe someone to drive to the rim like Pacini. There she goes along the baseline.
And it's blocked by Rodriguez. A Passaic team that averages about 6 blocks per game, and they might be halfway there already. Friend to trigger it in. Contested pass is picked off DeFreeze. Numbers for the Panthers. Gutierrez misses off the glass. Follow is good. DeFreeze.
And that time, Brookdale did a nice job getting back on defense, but when that shot goes up, you have to have the ability to be able to box out and limit an offensive rebound.
Nice cut by Pacini, and the find from Friend. Shot clock turned off. Final 10 seconds. Brea DePena, long 3 is too strong and up and over the glass.
DePena almost got the lucky bounce there on the rim. That may have looked like it may have come back down and gone through the hoop.
2 seconds left. Friend with a feeble attempt as the opening quarter comes to a close. So Passaic leads after 10 minutes of play tonight. The Panthers 22, Brookdale 8. We'll take a break and come back for the second quarter here on Brookdale TV.
I am here with the Psychology and Human Services Club. Can you tell me a little bit about this club?
So Psychology and Human Services, it's basically we talk about anything psychology related, right? How the weather affects your mood, how studying gets performed better if you're not as tired, self-care, that kind of stuff. Human services, mental health, addiction, that kind of stuff. All stuff that also nowadays does affect our students and the population.
Absolutely. I think this is such a good club to have on a college campus because students are always stressed. Students, I know, get depression, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind that.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
So how do students join this club, and how can they learn more about it?
So we meet every other Thursday as of right now. It will change if there's more students and we want to meet every week, but they just show up and they can sign up and become a part of it.
That's great. Can students just drop in and show up as part of the club even if they're not in it?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Everyone should really make use of this club as well as the other clubs, but this is great. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Did you ever find physics hard? So did I, but right now I have the
Brian Goudsford, Tim Catalfamo, the rest of our Brookdale TV crew with you tonight first game of our doubleheader this evening, as the opponent tonight is Passaic. And it was going to be a tall order coming in for the Jersey Blues, going up against a team that has lost once all season. And Passaic showed their strength in the first, working with a 14-point lead. With possession to start the second.
And you see Brookdale, Brian, drop into this 2-3 zone, trying to force Passaic to take an outside shot. That's what they do with Jada Camacho, and she knocks it in from long range.
It's a Passaic team that is not at all known for their shooting ability, in particular from three-point range. Catanzaro in and out for three. Offensive rebound on Yongo, back up for two.
So that's the second offensive rebound that Brookdale has had so far in this game, Brian. That's right at their average, believe it or not. They only average 2 offensive rebounds a game, so even though you're down by 14 points and you have a lot more things to work on, that's an improvement, getting those offensive rebounds.
Bria DePena off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Gray. Second chance opportunity, Passaic. Rodriguez fires away off the back rim. On Yongo, though, can't keep it with Brookdale.
Excellent job boxing out, though, by Pacini, number 11 in white. I don't know if you saw her on that last play, but really clearing out the lane. Unfortunately, I think Onyango touched it out of bounds. That's the only reason why it's not Brookdale ball, but an excellent job boxing out. That's what Brookdale has got to do. They've got to limit Passaic to just one shot.
Panthers to re-inbound underneath the basket. DeFries. Underneath the basket is Rodriguez. Missed it. Follow no good by DeFries. She's able to get it back. Puts up another shot. No good. And Catanzaro for Brookdale. Golombieski for Pacini inside. She'll go to the line. First free throw attempts of the night for Brookdale.
And a nice job by Golombieski pushing the ball up the floor, going to the rim. She didn't have the numbers to make the shot herself, but she gives it off to her teammate, and Pacini's able to draw the foul.
62% free throw shooter. And she's coming off one of her better outings of the season in the loss against Bergen, posting a season high, or I should say a team high, 16 points. 1 out of 2 from the line.
And I mentioned earlier, really doing a nice job in that game against Bergen a couple of evenings ago, going to the basket and driving. That was something that we saw Gianna Pacini do very well in that matchup against the Bulldogs.
Rodriguez keeps it alive, misses, and Bria DePena is able to throw it off a Jersey Blue. Jada Spalazzino checking in now for a friend.
And Brookdale has everyone in the paint ready to grab the rebound, but you can't just be in the paint. You have to back people up and get them away from the rim so that when that shot goes up and it hits off the rim as a miss, you have the ability to grab the rebound. It's not just enough to be standing there.
Gray misfires. Pacini loses it into the hands of DeFries. DeFries, a nice fake, can't score, and Catanzaro secures the rebound.
That time, Catanzaro just put her hands up, standing at 6 foot, and ripped that rebound away.
Pacini on the move to the basket. Nice layup.
A little bit of momentum here, just ever so slightly for the Jersey Blues.
24-13 Panthers. DeFries, watched by Golombieski. Camacho, that might have been blocked.
Yeah, I think Catanzaro got a hand on that one for sure.
11 to shoot now.
Just a little bit of a minor stoppage here. Officials just making sure the clock, I think, was set the right way.
Camacho gets inside, comes up short. Battle with Pacini, out of bounds. Staying with the Panthers. Bria DePena, tough shot, and she's fouled. So Linda Bria DePena to the free throw line now. Brookdale makes a change. Back into the game comes Madison Doria for Natasha Onyango.
Yeah, DePena, just one of those players, according to Coach Eaton, who just has great court awareness. And keep in mind, she comes from the Dominican Republic. She's a freshman. She's just learning the English language. So practices with the coaching staff and her are a little bit tough at times trying to communicate, but she really has gotten to understand the game of basketball very well and is one of the bright freshmen that Passaic has on their roster.
2 out of 2 from the line. Passaic doubling up Brookdale 26-13. Bounce for Spalazzino, blocked and called for steps. Well, Brookdale averages about 20 turnovers a game, and it's no easy feat going against a team that is so skilled at taking the ball away, as the Panthers are. 7 minutes to go now until halftime. Shot clock at 12. Feed the post. Back outside. Camacho. They have not shot it well from the perimeter.
And that's actually not one of their strong suits as a team. They only shoot 21% from behind the arc, so I don't expect Passaic to take too many outside shots.
Nice find and the finish for Rodriguez. Passaic much better at getting to the basket as opposed to shooting from the outside. That's really where they make their living. Spalazzino can't connect. Rebound Camacho. Bounce it ahead and too far ahead as Bria DePena couldn't get to it. It's the Jersey Blues who will have it after a substitution on Onyango returning now for Catanzaro, and Friend makes it a second. So we'll reset the 5 on the floor. Brookdale has Spalazzino, Golembieski, Onyango, Doria, and Friend. It's Friend. Onyango in the post, gets it to go.
And that's really been Onyango's spot. She really likes to play along the low block. The difficulty has been this season for Brookdale getting her the ball when she's been in position like that.
DeFries from the foul line rattles out. Camacho can't put it back in. Rodriguez tries, and third time the charm for Passaic.
And again, Rodriguez in good position underneath the basket. Brookdale had a lot of players down there, but they did not box out, allowing for that basket.
Friend, that goes down on the floater.
And Amanda Friend has been one of those players, Brian, that I've been very impressed with. She's in the starting rotation tonight, and Coach Brunson has told me she's gaining confidence, and you can see that as the season has gone along. Amanda Friend, one of the freshmen, gaining confidence as the season goes along, playing very well around the perimeter.
Bria DePena fouled on the reverse attempt, so back to the free throw line goes the freshman, as Piccini and Catanzaro come back in for Brookdale. Bria DePena, 86% free throw shooter, 2 for 2 tonight, make it 2 for 3. And that time misses them both, and Golembieski's got it. Onyango, the catch, and the rebound DeFries. Passaic looks to push. DeFries for Gray. And that's Gutierrez who couldn't finish, and Friend able to pick it up for Brookdale and then taken away underneath the basket, and DeFries draws the foul. Jersey Blues are just having difficulty connecting on their passes.
And they have the right idea. They just need to learn finesse, especially in a fast break situation. Onyango had great position on that last possession, couldn't quite finish. And then again, it's really just been rebounding that has been able to keep Passaic in this game. They haven't shot the ball all that well as a whole, but they're getting offensive rebounds, sticking with the play, getting second, third, sometimes 4 chance opportunities underneath the basket, and they're making them count.
DeFreeze, the leading scorer for these Panthers, 2 on the board. Brookdale down 32-17. Onyango able to pick it back up. Slapped away, and now the Panthers off the turnover. DeFreeze on a bounce for Gray, and Onyango able to rip it away, and they got a foul in addition. Second team foul against Passaic. Tia Eaton yelling out instructions. The head coach for the Panthers now in her 17th season.
Keep in mind, this is a Panthers team that under head coach Eaton went to the national tournament last year, which was held up in Northampton. They finished 7th overall, and they come into this game, Brian, ranked 13th in the country in NJCAA Division III play.
That's Brea DePena on the transition bucket for Coach Eaton's squad. Team that Brookdale lost to in the region title game a season ago right here on their home floor. And they lost in the opening meeting between these teams this season back in November. Brea DePena can't get it to fall. Golembieski's on it. Friend ahead of the floor. Long pass for Brea DePena. The official gets in the way, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, Craig Moranci, just an innocent bystander there, getting hit with the ball as he was running up the court. But still, nonetheless, you're seeing Passaic out-hustle Brookdale on both ends of the floor right now. They're just getting after every loose ball. They're rebounding the ball very well. Even though Brookdale has played at times well here in the first half, Brian, they just have got to limit the amount of turnovers that they have had. They've had multiple turnovers in this game.
Approach the 3-minute mark here in the second. Onyango open down low and finishes it off.
Just a collapse on defense there for the Panthers. Left Onyango wide open.
Onyango, Brookdale's bright spot offensively in the first half. That's off Piccini. Substitution, Jada Camacho in for Gutierrez. As the Passaic men's team arrives with a bang. Camacho turnaround shot in and out, and the rebound to Doria. Looking for Spalazzino, no luck. Brea DePena into the lane on a bounce for Rodriguez. Nice setup.
And just a nice position there for Rodriguez to find herself in. Brookdale was playing a little bit further towards the perimeter. Rodriguez kind of found a hole in the defense and was able to get the ball.
Piccini. Nice spin, blocked and fouled. Camacho with her arms up in the air, but she's guilty. And that is Passaic's third team foul of the quarter. So Piccini at the line for the second time tonight.
And, you know, Brian, Gianna Piccini is one of those players. We talked about her performance in the Bergen game. She scored double figures now in several games this season and can drive and can shoot the ball very well. A key to Brookdale's offense, if she can get hot from around the floor, Brookdale as a whole plays better on offense. So I think that's going to be the key going forward, especially into the second half.
DeFreeze able to drill the jump shot. Long two-pointer. Puts Passaic up by 18 points. About a minute and a half to go until the break. Onyango. Double team comes. Pacini running shot. Spallezzino collects, and she's fouled.
And that time, Brookdale actually had pretty good ball movement around the perimeter. They were able to get it inside to Onyango. It wasn't there. She backed it out to Pacini, drove it to the basket, and then Spallezzino was able to grab the rebound and get fouled.
For Spallezzino, this will be her first free throw attempts of the season, as I have a line for her free throw percentage.
And Spallezzino was one of those players, Brian, that's seen some more action over the last couple of weeks. She really has been increasing her time on the floor. A developing player that has shown the potential but is trying to work on finesse on the court.
Bria DePena, back out Rodriguez. Golombieski almost stole it away. Rodriguez down near the basket from a tough angle, and she draws the foul. They will charge the foul to Onyango, and that's her second.
Both teams one away from being in the double bonus, with about a minute left here in the first half.
Rodriguez, a 68% free throw shooter, as Rich Brunson is going to summon a substitution after this attempt from Rodriguez, freshman out of Jersey City. And it's no good, but the rebound to Bria DePena, second chance opportunity until Golombieski has other ideas. Pacini has two to beat, and she can't lay it in. Doria is fouled as she hits the deck. So Madison Doria now to the line for the first time. Freshman from Howell. And the substitution is Isabel McCrons, who checks in.
Keep in mind, Brian, Passaic only has 7 players here as a whole, so only 2 subs. They're running into some foul trouble late in this first half, so if that continues into the second half, you have to be very careful going forward because of the fact that you only have a small amount of players, small roster that's here tonight. Sorry.
And 1 out of 2 from the line. As we tick down in the final 45 seconds here of the half. Passaic has been in control, leading 38-21. Camacho for DeFries, and she got it. One thing Passaic does very well is share the basketball. One of the better teams as far as assists go. Doria way off the mark, back the other way. Camacho looks up the floor and finds Gray for the and one opportunity. Ronquay Gray, a chance for 3.
Ronquay Gray, one of those players that is only playing her second game this year, Brian. Communicates very well, very aggressive according to the coaching staff on the Passaic side, and we've seen in this game her be all over the floor, causing some turnovers and being able to capitalize on opportunities given her, especially in that low block area. That's where Passaic has done a lot of their damage.
Shot clock now turned off. Final 15 seconds. Pacini in the lane, off the glass, no, follows it up. Spallezzino's underneath the basket in the final 5 seconds. Golombieski steps into a jumper. It's good at the horn. Golombieski beats the buzzer, gives Brookdale something to feel good about as they hit the locker room. The first half in the books from the Collins Arena. The score at halftime, Passaic 43, Brookdale 23. So the big issue, Tim, as we've documented in this first half, that Brookdale clearly needs to get cleaned up, the turnovers, because they're not defending bad. Passaic has had trouble shooting the ball from the outside. If they can limit the turnovers, they still have a chance to weasel their way back into this game.
And I think that's really been the sticking point for Brookdale really all season. They've played well at times this year. They've defended well, but they haven't been able to limit the amount of turnovers, and especially against a team in Passaic that you mentioned the stat earlier in the first half, causes around 17 turnovers a game. They're playing, for the most part, well, with the exception of that. They just can't seem to get around not being able to limit those amount of turnovers, and that's going to impact them going forward, because Passaic is a team that if you're behind them early on, they continue to keep the pressure on. They're very aggressive. It's very hard to come from behind with a team like the Panthers because of how talented they are, but certainly those turnovers really were the story in the first half.
So 43-23, Brookdale in a 20-point hole as we hit the halftime break here at the Collins Arena. We'll step aside here on Brookdale TV and come back for the start of the second half after this.
President of the Physics and Astronomy Club with me. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So do you like physics?
I love physics.
Oh my gosh, so you're president of the club. What's some things that you guys have planned for this year? What are you excited to bring to students that are part of the physics club?
Oh, we have a lot of good trips planned this year. We may be going back to DC like we went last year. We may be going to NASA. We have a lot of cool things planned. We have projects planned. We may be building drones, a telescope, like all this cool stuff.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And do you have to love physics and have to be a physics major or astronomy major to be a part of this club?
I'm an engineering major actually, so I love physics, so I decided to join the club.
That's so awesome. And it's probably great on the resume. And last question, what do you think the best part about joining a club on Brookdale? Just what is the best part about joining?
Getting involved, honestly. It's good to meet new people. It's also a good way to study too. Meeting new people, you meet new friends. It's awesome.
That's so great. Well, thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Very cool. Can you guys tell me what club you guys have here today?
The Russian Club.
So tell me a little bit about the Russian Club. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, you're so fine. So we meet every Monday in MAC 204 at 7:45 p.m. Whether you're Russian, Eastern European, or not at all, whether you speak Russian or not, you're welcome to come. Every week we watch movies, Russian movies with English subtitles, and we plan trips. For example, we always go to the Banya in Freehold, which is a Russian-style bathhouse or spa, and we're also going to the Metropolitan Opera to see Tchaikovsky's The Queen of Spades.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun and amazing, and it looks like you have an amazing, fun, diverse table over here.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, what's up, guys? We are at probably the best table in this involvement fair. Just kidding, everyone's great. We're at the Student Life and Activities Board. We have a bunch of people from the board here. Hello, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Can one of you tell us more about Student Life and Activities?
Yeah, sure. I'm so glad. So as student ambassadors, we help conduct tours. We work at the ticket window downstairs, which is actually in the SLC at the bottom floor. In addition to that, we provide other services to students, such as answering questions that they have, customer service. We have everything. So if any students have a question about directions they need for a building, we can help them out. We also have our events, which we're showing. We help book the events, and we help schedule them and put postings around the campus. We have bingo coming up. I highly recommend it. Get involved.
We're at the Student Life and Activities Board. We have a bunch of people from the board here. Hello, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Why do you think students should really make time to get involved at Brookdale with all of these amazing events that you have?
Yeah, for sure. I think that students should really get involved because you meet great people in these clubs. In these clubs, you meet people from literally that come over from all different, it could be towns, states, cities, or even countries. So it's a great way to interact, meet new people, and just expose yourself to what Brookdale has to offer.
It seems like Brookdale has to offer a lot, guys. Thank you so much, and I look forward to being at all these events.
Yes. Thank you.
We have Kelly here. She is a new student here at Brookdale. Kelly, what do you think about the involvement fair today?
Oh my God, it's been an amazing experience. There's just so much life and energy and so many clubs and options. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. But the gelato calmed me down, so.
There we go. That's why the gelato's here. So did you find any clubs today that you're interested in joining?
Actually, yeah, a few of them. There's West over there. There's the Creative Writing Club, the LGBT stuff. There's a bunch of clubs I'm interested in.
That's so awesome. So what do you think about Brookdale so far that we have this involvement fair? There's tons of clubs to join. How do you think Brookdale's going to be this year?
I think it's going to be a really fun experience. I think I'm just going to enjoy this entire vicinity to the max I can.
That's so awesome. Congratulations, Kelly. Thanks. Have fun at Brookdale. The Current is the newspaper, which used to be The Stall, which I used to be a writer in. How you guys doing?
My name's Sonal. I'm editor-in-chief. I've been editor-in-chief since last year, too. Mackenzie was a co-editor in the previous semester. When we came on, too, we wanted to change the name because things were a bit outdated. Layout was outdated. So with the new improvements of the layout and with the new staff and new, improvements we've also made with columns, like having a good news column, shining more light on kids that have problems with, finances. We have a peer advice column, too. It's because of us doing that, we've had more engagement too. So it's been better, overall with the newspaper.
That's so awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about The Current, when you guys meet and what you guys do when you do meet?
Yeah, so we're in the office every Tuesday and Thursday during college hour.
And what's your favorite part about joining The Current? What did you get out of this club?
So what I always get out of being in a newspaper environment is a lot of different personalities and opinions, and I've always valued that. That's why I'm here. Yeah.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name is Jack Ryan, and I teach English at Brookdale Community College. The mask that I'm wearing here is simply a prop that I use in my American Lit 1 class when I teach Edgar Allan Poe's short story, The Cask of Amontillado. In that short story, Poe utilizes masks both literally and metaphorically. And literature classes are meant to help students to analyze difficult texts, to break them down, and to understand what is really going on, not just explicitly, but implicitly as well, to read between the lines. That skill translates to any discipline, as do the skills that we teach in our writing courses, where we give you instruction on how to learn the tools of research, how to properly construct, focus, and organize a research paper. All of those skills that we work on in those courses help you, the student, to be a better student, to be more appropriately employable, and to enjoy literature, film, poetry, any kind of resource that you might be interested in. Even listening to the radio and the lyrics on the songs that you hear on your typical FM station or bipod. We at Brookdale's English department hope that you can contact us and look for the appropriate courses that work for your vision of what your life will be. And we hope that you do that as soon as you can. And if you want to contact Jack Ryan, just look up J. Ryan on the English page and you'll find me, and I would be glad to tell you what I know and learned in my 45 years at Brookdale Community College.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Crowder. I'm a professor here in the biology department at Brookdale Community College. I teach general biology, I teach life sciences, I teach anatomy and physiology 1 and 2. I came here to Brookdale because Brookdale is an institution where the faculty focus on teaching rather than research. That's what I wanted my focus to be as a professor, on the student, where I think frankly it should be. When I tell people what I do for a living and I tell them I teach and they ask me, what do you teach? And then I tell them I teach biology. I sometimes get a face as if, to say, oh, well, that's unfortunate, or, oh, I don't know if I can speak to this man anymore. I don't know if we're on the same wavelength. I get people ask me all the time, why would you study biology? Why would anybody study biology? And, my, perhaps too short answer is, well, biology is the study of life. You're alive. Why wouldn't you want to know how all this works? Why wouldn't you want to know what it is to be alive? At even the mechanistic level. Don't you like knowing how things work? Wouldn't you like to know how you work? How could you say no?
If you're looking to have fun and meet some people with the same interests as you came to the right place. Here at Brookdale, we have the Involvement Fair, where over 30 different clubs and activities are showing students what they're all about and trying to recruit new members. If you like math, poetry, writing, theater, odds are you find the group that's right for you. Let's go check it out.
My name is Justice Lawless, and I'm here looking at all the clubs. So far, I saw the Outdoor Sports Club, the Student Life Board, and the Education Club.
And my name is Isaiah Brinson, and I am the treasurer for the Architecture Society. Our goal is to try to bring in the incoming students who are interested in architecture, get them accustomed, pair them up with a second year so they understand and so they know, like sort of like a guide or a mentor to help them out during their first year.
My name is Bailey. I'm the president of Theater Club. What we do every week is we do a lot of improvisational games. And there's no experience necessary, no participation necessary. If you just want to come and have fun, then that's kind of what we're here for. This semester, we've also made it a point to kind of switch things up a bit. So we have like a t-shirt day, we're celebrating Halloween and Thanksgiving, and we have a partnership with Alliance. So we have a date where we're going to collaborate.
I'm really interested in performing arts, so I was looking at like theater club and a cappella, but I've seen clubs that have to do with like anime, and there's like all different types for literally every interest.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yes. Well, guys, I think I found the club that's right for me. To learn more, visit our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Pearl with Brookdale Television. Thanks for watching. Oh, na, na, na. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo!
Brookdale Community College, the power to provide accessibility to over 60 degree and certification classes on campus and online, to provide a rich community of faculty and student life, to provide affordability through financial aid, scholarships, and grants. Brookdale Community College, the power to provide you the access, affordability, and community to reach your education goals. Join us March 31st from 1 to 4 at our Spring Open House. RSVP today at brookdalecc.edu/open house.
There's a lot more about myself than I ever thought about in years, and I've never felt better as a person than I am today after coming to this school.
Thank you, Brookdale Community College.
Thank you, Brookdale Community College.
The faculty and the staff here at Brookdale, they've been so welcoming.
Professors, a lot of them have changed my life.
The advisors are so helpful.
I am so thankful for Brookdale Community College for helping me achieve my success.
I was really impressed with the amount of resources that were available to me. The campus is beautiful, and there are a lot of benefits to being in a place that looks nice in terms of learning.
Thank you, Brookdale Community College, for my scholarship.
Thanks a lot.
Being involved, I got to meet a lot of great people.
I've had such a great experience there.
The professors I've had at Brookdale are always super nice. They truly care about their students.
All the professors I've met are very friendly and open to speak with you.
It's an experience that you will never forget.
I love coming to college here, and I'm really going to miss it. So thanks, Brookdale, for an awesome experience.
We're all about where students go in life.
My name's Christina Treza. I'm graduating in May.
So what advice would you give incoming students?
To study a lot, because I kind of worked too much being at community college and slacked off, I guess, a little bit. But then I realized you can't work as much just because you're at community college. Yeah.
All right, wonderful. And what do you know now that you wish you knew when you entered Brookdale?
Clubs, for sure, because I'm an Adventure Bound and Bio Club now and Chem Club, and I would have joined them in my freshman year if I knew about them, and I didn't. And I wish I got to be president of more clubs, but I'm on the board for Adventure Bound, and it's really fun. We go on a lot of trips, so join Adventure Bound.
Hi guys, my name is Andrew, and I'll be graduating Brookdale in May.
And Andrew, what advice would you give incoming students?
Advice for incoming students, I'd probably say take advantage of everything that Brookdale gives us. There's a lot of stuff here that is free that otherwise we wouldn't have the luxury of having. And really invest in your professors because they really care about your success in class and out of class.
That was so good. And what do you know now that you wish you knew when you entered Brookdale?
I wish I knew about this. Last semester I was sick, so I missed it. And I think it's really great that showing the love to the students for all their
Back inside the Collins Arena, getting set to start the second half here. Brian Goudsworth, Tim Catalfamo here with you. Brookdale down by 20 at the half. It's 43-23. And Tim, as you look at this game going into the second half, clearly the second half adjustments have to start with taking better care of the basketball.
Yeah, certainly limiting the amount of turnovers if you're on the Brookdale side. That was really kind of their nemesis in the first half. They did a nice job defending, but also, Brian, they didn't really box out all that well. Rebounding was really a major proponent of how this first half went. Passaic didn't shoot the ball all that well, but they got every single offensive rebound pretty much inside the post area. Second, third chance opportunities. If Brookdale's going to get back in the game, they're going to have to limit that by boxing out, limiting the amount of possessions that Passaic has, and limiting the amount of turnovers, especially going forward.
Jersey Blues will open up the second half with possession. And the second half underway. Jersey Blues have Golombieski, Pacini, Catanzaro, Onyango, and Friend, the original starting unit, on the court. Golombieski, pass tip. Swing it for Friend inside the arc, comes up short. Golombieski, the offensive rebound, shot clock should have reset. Friend misfires from three, and Camacho the other way for the Panthers. Camacho, as Gray throws it inside. DeFries can't get it to fall, but she's going to the line.
And we've seen DeFries be all over the court, and we've talked about the amount of turnovers on the Brookdale side. DeFries, one of the primary suspects for that. She forces a lot of turnovers on defense this year. She enters the game with 52 steals, which is 13th in the nation in Division III basketball. So a very good defender, very unselfish with the basketball as well on offense. Doing a great job for the Panthers so far.
57% free throw shooter. Freshman from Englewood, New Jersey. And 1 out of 2 from the line. Catanzaro the rebound. Doria has checked in early here in the half. Friend is open and gets it to fall. Long two-pointer.
And Amanda Friend does an excellent job when she has open looks at the rim. We talked about earlier her increasing confidence as the season has gone along. Knocking that one down, making it look easy.
Catanzaro rejects the shot from Rodriguez. Still hoping it's the start of a run. Golombieski and Rodriguez. DeFries, contact and a foul called. Back to the free throw line goes the Panthers' leading scorer, who averages 17.5 points per game. To go along with 9 rebounds. Good all-around player.
Yeah, almost averages a double-double every time she steps on the court.
First attempt is good. Pacini set to check in after this shot for Brookdale.
I didn't mean to steal that out of your hand. I think I took that stat right from you. Well, that's going to be a lane violation there on Passaic. Rodriguez got in the lane early.
It's not often that you see a lane violation before the shot is even released. Now Passaic has some press on in the back court. Pass is for Onyango, able to reel it in. And Doria has it poked away, but out of bounds.
And there's DeFries again with the quick hands, picking the pocket of Doria. If you're Brookdale, though, again, you're down by 20, but you want to just work for a good shot. Jersey Blues, I think, trying to be a little bit too aggressive. They just want to work the ball around, get a nice look at the basket, try to capitalize.
Doria off the mark. Running up the floor, DeFries for the layup. 2 minutes gone here in the third. And a whistle because Rich Brunson is going to use a timeout. Full timeout, 7:57 to go in this third quarter. 47-25 is the Brookdale deficit.
hard work and just being able to enjoy the campus on a nice spring day. So enjoy it.
I'm Isaiah Drake, and I'm graduating May 2019 from Brookdale.
Love it. And what advice would you give incoming students?
I would tell incoming students to get involved as quickly as possible because it can really change my experience at Brookdale. Come to events when they have them and be part of the community because it'll make your time at Brookdale so much better.
I love it. And last question is, what do you know now that you wish you knew when you entered Brookdale?
What I know now about Brookdale is that you need to know what professors you want and not just sign up for a random one, but know what professors are tailored to your needs and what you're looking for in a professor because it'll make your learning experience much better.
My name's Leah Waldron.
My name is Yara Davila.
And we're graduating in May!
Okay, and then
Back here on Brookdale TV. Possession with the Jersey Blues. And a turnover as it's taken away by Bria DePena. That probably should have been a kick ball as it was off the foot of Catanzaro, but the whistle comes later. And a foul is called. Brookdale's third. Pass too high, thrown away. Jersey Blues take over.
And you have to give Passaic credit so far, Brian. I really have not seen them substitute that frequently. In fact, many of their starting five, for the most part, have been on the floor for over 20 minutes now. They still have another whole half of basketball to go, but they don't seem to be slowing down in any way.
DeFries. Camacho blocked by Catanzaro. Gets it back, and a foul called. Catanzaro will be called on it. Brookdale has picked up 4 of them now. Passaic yet to commit a team foul here in the third. Camacho to shoot. Sophomore from Jersey City. The only sophomore in the Panthers starting lineup tonight. One out of 2, long rebound, Piccini, and they got Camacho for reaching in there. It's her third.
And if there's one thing that Brookdale can try to do to get themselves back in the game, it's force Passaic to run in the foul trouble. I talked about that at the tail end of the first half. You mentioned Camacho. That's now her third personal foul. She checks out of the game. But if you're Brookdale, if you can somehow find a way to get Passaic into foul trouble because of the limited amount of players that they have here tonight, that would benefit you.
Onyango. It's last touch Passaic.
The way that you do that, of course, is trying to get to the rim and draw some contact and maybe get a foul or two to go your way.
Inbound outside for Golombieski. Catanzaro backs in and scores.
Catanzaro thought she was fouled there, taking it aggressively to the rim and adjust with the contact.
Onyango got a piece of that shot from DeFries.
I have a dream that one day
Gutierrez is hit. And that will be 3 attempts.
Yeah, Onyango came out there to try to defend the shot. Gutierrez just got hit on the elbow as she was going up, so unfortunate there for Brookdale. And I mentioned the foul trouble for Camacho. That's the third now on Onyango as well.
15th foul. Gutierrez a 50% free throw shooter. Second one is good. One more coming up. Passaic as a team just 62% from the free throw line. And a lane violation called, negate the last baskets. That's the second time Passaic has been victimized by that call. Brookdale needs to get it across midcourt, and does. Pass intercepted. DeFries. And Golubieski the steal for Brookdale. Numbers if they hurry. Golubieski taking it to the basket for the layup.
A nice job by Golubieski going coast to coast after creating that turnover.
DeFries, jumper on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, Rodriguez. Second chance opportunity on this set. DeFries fakes this time. Rodriguez backs in. Catanzaro got another. And somehow Rodriguez able to put it home. Everyone in the building rooting for Passaic, looking for a foul. And Pacini comes back. Onyango ends up with it. Doria fires away. And it's Passaic basketball.
And you're seeing the last couple of minutes, Brookdale trying to step up the tempo on offense, and it has worked in some regards. We saw that nice fast break being able to be executed by Golubieski a few moments ago. But that's not really Brookdale's strength. They're better off coming down the floor and working for a good shot and using that shot clock during their possession. I don't quite think they have the speed to be able to play at Passaic's level in regards to an up-tempo offense.
Brookdale clapping their hands, an offensive foul called.
That's going to be the second on DeFries. So now 2 on DeFries, 3 on Camacho going forward for Passaic.
Jersey Blues trying to get back into this one. Onyango off the glass gets the roll. Bria DePena for DeFries at the foul line. Got it.
DeFries is someone that comes into this game, Brian, shooting an impressive 47% from around the perimeter. Just a fantastic shooter.
Catanzaro, that's good.
How about Catanzaro? Off her pivot foot there. Wow.
Nice rhythm now. Both teams finding themselves on the offensive end of the floor. DeFries. Catanzaro, good help defense, and Golubieski's on it for the Jersey Blues.
I think Catanzaro may have gotten away with a foul there.
Onyango. Short, and Rodriguez the rebound. Under 4.5 to go now, third quarter. Passaic ball plus 20. DeFries with a double. Nice ball movement, leads to the Gray three. It's short. Catanzaro thought about a three and then turns it over. Bria DePena stops. DeFries fakes and is called on a travel. Substitution now for Brookdale. Jada Spalazzino is in, and Onyango to the bench. Doria at the scorer's table, set to check in at the next whistle. Catanzaro fires, and the rebound to Bria DePena. Rodriguez outside, three on the way. Rims home for Bria DePena. And it's not often that you see a friendly roll on a three-point shot, but that's what it was there. Catanzaro knocks it out of bounds. She's had an outstanding defensive game tonight.
Yeah, she's played really well, and that's what we expect out of Anna Catanzaro. She checks out of the game now as Madison Doria checks back in, but Catanzaro always one of the toughest defenders to go up against, especially in the low post. She's had several blocks. She's done a nice job defensively. Needs a rest, though, and that's why Doria came in.
Spalazzino almost had a steal. Bria DePena, they get a whistle.
Not sure what that was about. I know Craig Moranci was asking Jada Spalazzino something. I'm not sure. Maybe he noticed something on her jersey or something that he wanted to make sure, but no foul was called.
Slip it down low. Rodriguez can't convert, tipped around. Into the hands of Bria DePena. Freeze steps back. Jumper short. And it stays on this end. A Brookdale foul called. Rich Brunson can't believe it.
That's number 4 and Amanda Friend. So it's going to be a heavy loss for Brookdale because now she's going to have to come out of the game.
Onyango in to replace Friend. And it's now a free throw opportunity for Rodriguez. Two added 2. Passaic starting to run away with this one. It's their largest lead of the night at 25. Jersey Blues need an answer. Onyango dribbles it off her foot. Jump ball. And it's going in the direction of the Panthers. For Passaic, it's been another strong performance on the defensive side. And their last 2 games combined, they have allowed a total of 60 points. That's an average of 30 a game, as they've just stifled the opposition all season long.
And this is a team in Passaic, Brian, that doesn't have a whole lot of size. It's not really a team that you think of that would be able to be strong defensively as a result. Not too many of their players are above 5'8", but what they lack in size, they make up with speed and efficiency. So that's definitely an area that we've seen on display tonight for sure.
Piccini will go to the line. And the third foul of this quarter is on DeFries for Tia Eaton's group. Free throw shooting has been an area of struggle all year for these Jersey Blues, 54%. And it's cost them in a lot of games. 1 out of 2 that time. Isabel Macrons is in. And we will have a full timeout on the floor. 1:59 remaining in this third quarter from the Collins Arena. We'll be right back.
What advice would you give incoming students? I'm going to say the same. Have her say something too. And look into the camera.
Have fun, get involved, and study. Study, don't procrastinate.
I agree. When I tell you I'm a bio major, so it's crazy, but study is like your best friend. So find a way to, change your study habits. And no cards. And Quizlet.
And last question, guys. What do you know now that you wish you knew when you entered Brookdale?
That you can get involved, that there are events.
Right. And then also there's other opportunities as well that you never know. So check the Brookdale website as well.
58-34, Passaic on top of Brookdale tonight. Opening game of our doubleheader here on Brookdale TV. The men's game will follow approximately a half an hour after the conclusion of this one. Another scheduling note, this is the front end of a back-to-back for the Jersey Blues. Their only back-to-back all season, as they'll be back in action right here tomorrow night against Middlesex. That game was moved up, originally was set for next week. Under 2 minutes to go now in the third. DeFries, air ball, but fielded by Gutierrez. Shot clock doesn't reset. Bria DePena, and the rebound to Doria. Pass taken away. DeFries off the glass. Bria DePena backs up with it. Panthers will get reset. Ball movement. Gray, count it. It's a three.
And just rebounding really has been the story really all game. Passaic doing a great job on the offensive end, hitting the glass, getting rebounds, and keeping, in many regards, multiple possessions alive, which has allowed them to capitalize and get scores on the board. Brookdale just has struggled to box out and clear out in many ways, especially when that shot goes up.
As DeFries will go to the line. Now, the first meeting between these two teams was back on November the 19th. The Panthers won that one 87-45, a margin of 42 points. And this one, you got the feeling, especially in the first half, that while it was a comfortable lead, it didn't feel insurmountable because Passaic wasn't at the top of their game, but they've took it up a notch here in the third quarter.
And Brookdale has played with good energy throughout the game. The problem is in the third quarter, they've really had difficulty with turnovers, whereas in the first half, they were able to limit them. They still had a lot of turnovers in the first half, don't get me wrong. But in this third quarter, you've definitely seen Passaic step up the aggressiveness that they have, particularly on defense, and the rebounds. The rebounds have really been the killer for Brookdale in this second half. They just struggle to box out. Passaic's been able to get multiple opportunities underneath the basket.
We'll hit the 1 minute mark here in the third.
That's a walk.
Walk.
Passaic 14-1 on the season, Brian. I talked about they're ranked 13th in the country. They're second in the Region 19 conference. And believe it or not, their only loss this year was on the road against Ocean. Now, Ocean is a much improved team over last year. They're up and coming in the standings. But according to Coach Eaton, the reason why they lost that game was because they just kind of got caught off guard. They had a long layover. It was right around in between breaks, between Thanksgiving and going into the month of December. And according to Coach Eaton, she feels her players got caught off guard with that long break. They were a little rusty, and they came out flat. And that was the reason why they weren't able to perform at this level against Ocean.
Cheney able to get that to fall. Shot clock turned off. Final 10 seconds. DeFries, Rodriguez uncontested. 3 seconds left now. Golombieski throws it up. It's the rim as the horn sounds, ending this third quarter. It's all Passaic tonight. The score at the end of three, the Panthers 65, Brookdale 36. The fourth quarter coming up next here on Brookdale TV.
Because there's so many opportunities, so yeah, follow us on Instagram. Yeah, Brookdale, SOB, so yeah.
Okay, that was great.
My name is Scott Reeves, and I'm graduating in May, class of 2019, yeah.
So, Scotty, what advice would you give incoming students?
Advice I would give incoming students is to take advantage of the campus and events they have on campus, such as this right here, and not be the person just to go to class and go home. Try to take advantage of the campus and just see what it's like. Meet a lot of people and network still, because they're all on the same level as you, and who knows where they're going to be in 5 years. You never know.
That was a beautiful answer. And what do you wish you knew now that you knew? No, yeah, you know.
All right, I wish I knew coming out of hear about more the positive parts of Brookdale, actually.
Brian Goudsward, Tim Kettlefemo, the rest of our Brookdale TV crew with you tonight in this Region 19 matchup between Brookdale and Passaic. Jersey Blues down big as the fourth quarter begins. Pacini, nice spin. Rodriguez, cross court. DeFries lines it up. Offensive rebound, Bria DePena. And she's out of bounds.
I've really been impressed by DePena tonight. I talked about earlier from the Dominican Republic, just learning the English language. Practices, according to Coach Eaton, have been difficult at times to try to communicate with her, so she's on the same page, but she really has come a long way as a freshman, has really understood the game of basketball. And you've seen tonight, I don't think she's checked out of the game once by my count, playing very well on the defensive end and contributing on the offensive side for the Panthers.
We mentioned Passaic is ranked second in the Region 19 standings. They actually lead the region with the most wins with 14. The only reason they're behind Philadelphia is because not as good of a conference record. Philadelphia yet to lose in 4 tries in the conference matchups. Bria DePena, an air ball.
You see Coach Brunson there on the sidelines. It's been a tough year trying to get everybody on the same page at times. I was talking to him pre-game. He's going to take the entire team up to the rack to see the Rutgers women's basketball team take on Michigan State on Monday as kind of like a team trip, a bonding experience. Of course, Coach Brunson, a former alumni of Rutgers, played on the men's basketball team from 1979 to 1983. So a big trip upcoming. And it's been a difficult evening against one of the best teams really in the Region 19 conference in Passaic.
Camacho, strong move for the bucket.
And Camacho's been pretty quiet tonight. She picked up those early 3 fouls and kind of went to the bench, but you just see the versatility that she has, being able to drive to the rim, and the confidence that she has when she dribbles the basketball.
Bria DePena
Good
finds
pass.
Rodriguez for 2. Passaic just does such a nice job of sharing the basketball. They average about 18 assists, and that's an assist to field goal ratio. That's one of the better marks in the league.
And that's something that Coach Eaton told me pregame. This is a very unselfish team. They're great shooters, and sure, they can play well by themselves, and they can have great performances, but what really makes this team strong is the unselfish basketball on the court, and we've seen that on display several times.
That'll be a charge. There was some discussion about it. Bria DePena called on the offensive foul. And for Brookdale, you were just talking about it, how it's been a tough season for Rich Brunson, in large part because there hasn't been a lot of continuity. There's a lot of players that have come and gone. They're without 2 key players for the next couple of games here in Wilson and in Wagner. It's just been tough to get everyone on the same page as you see Catanzaro able to knock it down from 3-point range.
And this is also a very young team, and part of the challenge with community college basketball is, as a head coach, you're constantly trying to deal with the influx of new players that are coming in and trying to mesh them with players such as Anna Catanzaro that was on the team last year. So it's a lot of moving parts that you have to deal with. You have to try to make everything mesh and come together. Some years, some teams are better able to mesh than others, and with a young team, at times it's been difficult for the Jersey Blues, as you said, Brian, to be on the same page.
DeFries misses. Bria DePena, Rodriguez. Rodriguez, mid-range jumper, and Catanzaro the board. 7 minutes to go. Passaic has led from the outset tonight. They have won every one of their 14 games by double figures. It has just been a dominant season for the Panthers. And they've gotten a break with the schedule, having so many games at home, as Bria de Pena the easy finish. Onyango puts it back up. Passaic will get ready for another road contest this weekend on Saturday. They'll go down to South Jersey and meet Rowan Gloucester.
Yeah, actually, the next couple of games that Passaic has, Gloucester County, Middlesex, and Bergen, all good teams within the conference, so they're definitely going to be battle-tested. You see a nice layup by Doria.
So she's chipped in her season debut, gotten on the stat sheet. Beautiful pass, and Rodriguez gets the roll. Camacho with just an excellent setup.
And remember, Rodriguez is a player that's coming off of an ankle injury. A lot of these players on the Passaic side have had injuries throughout the season, but have been able to play through them as Catanzaro drains that three uncontested.
And Tia Eaton is going to take a timeout.
Or maybe
not. Maybe not. She consults with Gutierrez on the Panthers sideline. Looked like both teams were heading for the sidelines, but no timeout nonetheless. Camacho. Catanzaro was fouled after the rebound. It's Rodriguez who will hit the bench, replaced by Gutierrez.
Yeah, Rodriguez takes his seat next to assistant head coach Ricky Banks, one of the other talented assistant coaches on the side for Tia Eaton. Just talking to him pregame. He's excited about this team. Sitting to the right of Rodriguez there with the jacket on.
Catanzaro that time denied on the perimeter. Hook pass for Gray, who wasn't able to finish. And another foul, a carbon copy of the last one. This one on Bria de Pena. For Brookdale, they won't have much time to think about this one. Right back in action tomorrow night as Middlesex comes in and another challenge awaits.
DePena is going to check out, and Cheyenne Peterson checks into the game. First time we've seen her this evening. She'll probably remain on the floor for, I would assume, would be the final 4.5 minutes. How about Onyango there fighting for the rebound, not giving up.
It'll go to Passaic. Panthers on their way to their 4th road victory of the year. It's DeFreeze. Free throws coming up. But to highlight a standout player in this game and what in all likelihood is a losing effort for Brookdale, Anna Catanzaro, the all-around game, she picked it up offensively here in the second half, but defensively blocking shots, contesting every shot she faces. This has been a strong performance.
Well, she has such good form when she goes to take a shot, and I've talked about that not just this year, but even last year when she was playing as a freshman. She has really good form. She stands at 6 foot, so she has really good size, especially in the post area and defensively. You mentioned it. Really strong effort, blocks a lot of shots, very good defensive player, has worked well with Coach Brunson during the offseason, and we've seen her improvements as the season has gone along.
DeFries drops in the jumper. So she adds to her total tonight. 76-44. Onyango gets the roll as she goes glass.
And, you know, another player that's been gradually improving as the season has gone along has been Onyango. We've talked about her prowess in the paint as far as rebounding is concerned. She leads the team in rebounds, averages around 11 a game. A really great foul line shooter, but she's improved her range from around the perimeter, especially at that foul line elbow. That's really kind of her area where she likes to pull back and take a jump shot. That time being able to get a little bit of luck to go her way and get that shot to roll in.
Doria, nice move, couldn't finish. What a move by DeFries. Did everything but get the basket. That had the delight of the Passaic men's team looking on. The men's team gets set to take the court about a half an hour after this one is in the books. Under 3 minutes to go now. Macho just holding.
One thing that I will say, and I've talked about this I think in the first half, Passaic has had an uncharacteristic amount of turnovers tonight, and I know that obviously it's not really going to matter with such a big lead, but I don't think that's something that's going to make Coach Eaton and the rest of the coaching staff all that happy. A lot of turnovers in a game that, quite honestly, really should not be happening. So definitely something that Panthers are going to have to try to improve upon going forward.
Passaic using as much clock as possible, 10 to shoot. Camacho the catch and the bucket. DeFries. And Camacho, after a quiet start, has scored a lot here in garbage time. 80-46. Approaching 1 minute left to play. Spallezzino backs up. Clock stops with 1:02 to go on the fourth team foul for the Panthers. Doria fires at 3. Brookdale will fall to 3-11 on the season. Passaic will improve to 15-1. Rejected. As Camacho swats it away from Spallezzino. Passaic still playing hard, up by 34 points. Onyango able to get it back. Final 10 seconds. Golombieski for three. And this one is in the books tonight. A resounding win for the Passaic Panthers. A game that they led from start to finish. And they win it tonight by a final count of 80-46. So a tough one for Brookdale as we get set to welcome you back inside the booth with Brian Goudsford and Tim Catalfamo. And Tim, we've been talking about it kind of ongoing for Brookdale this season, but you're getting to the point of the schedule now where it's go time, and there's not really a lot of time. They're running out of opportunities to make a run at a potential postseason appearance, and with the games now hanging in the balance, they're going to need to start picking it up.
Yeah, they're certainly going to have to be a little bit more efficient on offense, limit the amount of turnovers that they have. That was really something that they really struggled in, a lot of turnovers tonight. Passaic, obviously a very tough team. And speaking of postseason performances, Passaic is definitely on their way to going to the postseason. They'll be a threat for the Region 19 title. They went to the national tournament last year, and they're definitely right on their way to possibly going for 2 straight national title berths in the national championship tournament for NJCAA. So a great performance by Passaic, but yeah, Brookdale definitely has a lot of work to do going forward.
So once again, the final score tonight, Passaic wins it 80-46. And Tim and I are come back after a break, and the men's game will get underway here at the Collins Arena as the Jersey Blues will take on Passaic. Thanks for watching the first one, and we'll be right back here on Brookdale TV.
When I was coming out of high school, a lot of people said negative things. Oh, it's like another high school. This now, all your friends will be there. You're going to get distracted. But I get here and had the major I wanted that I couldn't get at Montclair, and it's really affordable. So there's nothing wrong with going to Brookdale, and I took advantage of the campus now. I wish I knew that. Take advantage of the campus and meet all these new people that I'd never met before. And there you go.
Hi, my name is Ariel Giovango, and I'm going to be graduating in May of 2019.
I love it. Okay, Ariel, can you tell me what advice would you give Brookdale students?
I would just say to work hard towards what you want, because it's going to pay off in the end, and you are going to get so far into whatever you want to do, and it's so worth it. It really is. I'm so excited.
Beautiful. I wanted that laugh. You're so pretty. You're so good. Yeah.
I wish I would have gotten more involved in the Performing Arts Center earlier, because I only recently got started there, and you get so close with everyone involved, and they've helped me grow so much as a person and as an actor, and I'm really grateful for my experience here at Brookdale.
Now dance.
I'm Ryan Murray, and I'm graduating in May 2019.
And so what advice would you give incoming students?
I would say work hard, do what you can, and be as passionate about college as you can.
All right, my name is Christiana, and I'm graduating May 2019, this spring.
Beautiful. Okay.
Look for the camera, only camera.
Okay.
What advice would you give incoming students?
My advice is to get involved as much as you can. Community college is such a great place to foster education and just grow as an individual.
Okay, wonderful. And what do you know now that you wish you knew entering Brookdale?
What I know now is that the stereotypes about community college are all really wrong. You can find such great community on campus just by getting involved, and everyone around you is in the same boat, so just make friends while you're here. Yeah.
My name is Nisia Baltzar, and I'll be graduating in May. Okay. The advice I would give for incoming students is to get involved, because this way you make a lot of friends. I wish I knew it's okay, no matter how long it takes. As long as you get to where you want to be, that's all that matters. I love the different opportunities that they have here, and I love how the professors really care, and how, like, they're here to see you succeed. They're not just a number. You actually are a human being.
So my name is Phil Sanfilippo. I'll be graduating in May of this semester. My advice for you guys, get more involved. You get to meet a lot of crazy people, but a lot of fun. I wish I knew like what activities went on in the campus. I get more involved. You actually get to meet not just your friends, or also just faculty.
Hi, my name is Leah Waldron, and I'm graduating in May 2019. So one advice is to study like crazy, because I'm a bio major, and you can't just wing it. You actually have to put the dedication and work into it. So really study. When you're coming out from high school, you have to change your studying habit. Do note cards, Quizlet, everything you can. So yeah. Thanks. I did. All right, make sure that you study. What I tell you, it's crazy. When I'm a bio major and I actually have to study. You can't just wing it. So make sure you do note cards, Quizlet, change your study habit, and find out how you learn. So, cool. I wish I was able to, take advantage of the opportunities that are here. Because when I tell you, Brookdale has so many programs and benefits here, it's unbelievable. And I'm just treasurer of Student Life Board, but there's so much more I could have done. So I wish I was more involved and took advantage of more opportunities here. So make sure you do it.
My name is Deneen Jackson. I serve as the college's grants coordinator, but I'm also the chair of the Sunshine Team. So there's a group of us that Dr. Stout has assembled to put together programming, to bring people together, and to bring a little sunshine back to the campus.
I have been having so much fun today. I've been looking forward to this for weeks, and it's great to see it finally come together and see all the children celebrating Bring Your Children to Work Day, because we really are a family-centered institution. Bring families here and set up events so that the kids could have fun and get a little bit introduced to the college, see mom and dad in action, or grandma and grandpa in action, or whatever the family member is. So they've been really getting right into the mix of the business.
I think it was such a great opportunity. Summer got to see where I work and meet some of my coworkers, see everything that we do, and she learned she wants to be president of a college someday after coming with me today. So I think we'll see her back at Brookdale in a few years.
This is the first of many activities that we're going to be doing to bring families together here. So I'm not going to give any hints as to what the next thing will be, but we're looking forward to just having a lot of fun together, bringing our families here to the institution.
So great. Well, you know everybody. I know you very well. You're an amazing president here at Brookdale, and you're bringing some great things, and I'm just so happy to see everybody with smiles on their faces with their family. It's really great.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thanks for being here and capturing this moment. It's really important.
You guys. All right. Well, many more Bring Your Children to Work days to come.
Filmmakers from around the world submit their work to the Garden State Film Festival. Discover the next stars of the silver screen in Asbury Park, New Jersey, March 25th to the 29th, 2020. Submit your film today at gsff.org. Get your tickets today at gsff.org.
I am the Student Life Board Treasurer. I'm a Brookdale student here, and we have an involvement fair. So our theme this year is Discover Your Path. A lot of people, a lot of students come here. They don't know what they want to do. I know I was one of them. I had no idea what I wanted to do. So this is a great way to have students to come and figure out what clubs they want to be interested in, figure out what they want to do in their life. So I think it's really great and a really good thing for students to, be a part of the community.
We are trying to get people to join our music club, you don't have to play an instrument. It's just like, we're a bunch of weirdos who hang out in the basement,
We're here to advocate for the Dreamers Plus. That's our club. The plus signifies not just people who have the Dream Act or are involved with it. It's everybody. We help the community as well as empower ourselves. We're really involved with whatever is going on.
Any student that's an education major, they can come to us and we can help them like advance them towards their career and stuff and help them transferring to a four-year school.
Always been in love with having for sports and intramurals, just having fun with also with the kids, getting around. If they're not want to be in with a sport, they're more than welcome to join and do some of our clubs here at Brookdale.
Any student can get involved. Break out of your shell. Just talk to somebody. Even if you don't know what you want to do, just talk to somebody. That's what I had to do. I really had to get out of my shell, but just try to be involved. Just try to be a little bit involved. Yeah.
Whether you're here for a 2-year degree, a career certificate, or planning to transfer to a 4-year school, Brookdale has the power to support you. Welcome to Brookdale.
We've asked former students for their advice to help get you started.
Make your classes your priority.
Study and ask for help.
Work hard. Every day that you have here on this campus, always try to make the most of it, whether it's spending time with your friends or doing the work that's required for each one of the classes in your studies.
Do not be afraid to get involved and to try to make some friends, because it will work out definitely in your favor.
Didn't know what to expect, but I started getting involved in clubs. I started meeting people.
Everything's been great.
We have tutors that are available for our students if they're struggling. We have online tutoring, we have in-person tutoring.
Get to know your writing center. Again, it's very important. Your tutoring, get to know your campus, your library, your librarian. They're very, very helpful. They're there to provide you as much support that you need.
The faculty and the staff here at Brookdale, they've been so welcoming.
And faculty, they helped me with all my papers. We did the paperwork together, and after that they guide me what classes I should take, especially the first semester.
It's a very beautiful campus.
It just has a comfortable home feeling.
There are a lot of benefits to being in a place that looks nice in terms of learning.
It has many places that you can study in, and they're all different depending on what you like.
My favorite studying spot on campus was definitely the second floor of the Bankier Library.
They have some really nice computers there, so you can just pop in your headphones and get work you need to get done there.
My favorite place to study on campus would definitely have to be outside of the library in the back. It's really nice out there, and the back walkway is beautiful. Another great place is upstairs in the library. In the back rooms they have little hidden compartments where you can study.
Where I would study was in the study rooms on campus because it was always so peaceful and quiet.
I think you should utilize opportunities that Brookdale provides for you. Writing labs, math labs. We have great psychological counseling here on Brookdale. Advising, counseling.
For our fall sports, we offer men and women's soccer, women's volleyball, women's tennis, and we also offer men and women's cross country. In our winter sports, we have men and women's basketball, and we also have one club sport that we do offer here, which is our cheer and dance program. And then for our spring sports, we have baseball, softball, men's lacrosse, and we also have men's tennis.
I have grown into a more confident student athlete. I love it, and I wish I could stay here all 4 years.
From getting so involved with student life, I've made some of my best friends in the world, and I've also helped to boost my resume. I've had a ton of professional experience and new skills that have really helped me grow as a person and helped me stand out as a professional.
Take advantage of the college hours where we have events pertain for students
where we offer free stuff, free food, free entertainment. So right after that, you can go back to your class stress-free.
And it's all free for students with your ID. So I'd really encourage you to get involved because it'll really transform your experience at Brookdale.
One thing that I wish I knew before going to Brookdale that I know now is how many opportunities there are to get involved on campus. I know because you're going to community college, it feels like something that's going to turn into you drive there, you go to class, and you go home. But it doesn't have to be like that. There's so many clubs and organizations and sports and events that cater to anybody's interests.
Summer courses really help out. I've done a couple of the summer 3 terms and they've really helped me out with catching up with my work.
Enjoy all the free stuff the campus offers. Events are amazing. I went to my first concert ever in my entire life with my daughter at Brookdale, and I enjoyed it, and I wish I had done that more often.
To get involved immediately and not wait until the next semester or even your second year, but to get involved from day one, because being involved at Brookdale really transformed my experience there. And without being there, involved in clubs and activities, I wouldn't have had a really great experience. I would have just gone to class and left immediately and gone home. I met a lot of people who were like-minded like me.
I wish I would have known Brookdale Community College has their own Jobs Central website where you can look up for part-time jobs, full-time jobs, internships, anything like that. Not too many colleges have for their own students.
We're going to give you 3 more reasons why we love Brookdale. So for me personally, the thing that I love is the student atmosphere on campus. I feel like everyone's very supportive and it's really a big community. The second is career and leadership development. They've helped us out with a lot of projects this year, and they've also given me personal opportunities such as career peer mentors. And the third reason why I'm thankful for Brookdale is Dr. Stout. We recently just nominated him for an award that recognizes new presidents that go above and beyond for Phi Theta Kappa chapters, and he won. And he's always supporting us, so we're always grateful for him.
What do you love about Brookdale?
I love my Brookdale crew family. I love the professors that care about my success in and outside the classroom. And I love the food at Culinar. It's so good.
We're proud to open our flagship campus to making earning a Rutgers degree even more accessible to the residents of Monmouth County. We look forward to the growth of new programs and opportunities and strengthening of our partnership.
Since 1998, this collaboration between Brookdale and Rutgers has created new roads to higher education for many New Jersey residents. Starting this fall, students are now earning their Rutgers bachelor's degrees at Brookdale Community College's flagship campus, right here in Lincroft.
My higher educational journey began as a non-traditional student enrolling in college for the very first time at the age of 30. Having access to earning a bachelor's degree from a state university in Monmouth County was literally a dream come true. As a proud member of the first graduating class of the Brookdale-Rutgers partnership, I give homage and am eternally grateful.
connecting with people, and they know the struggle that you're going through and they're going through. So it gives an opportunity to actually, like, you know, interact with each other.
I guess like what would be called a mini family. I mean,
it's so nice because the college isn't like too big. So like I'll have a class with someone last semester who I'll make friends with, and then like the next semester I'll find them again in another class.
I think it just means, you know, caring about the community. Like, this is a community college.
Being involved, like coming to the events like they have today and stuff like that, because it's pretty fun.
I think being a Brookdalian is understanding diversity and striving for it.
I think a Brookdalian means someone that's hardworking and dedicated, because I think a lot of community college students are always doing something on the side. It's either like they have a family or they're working 2 jobs, and I feel like that's very commendable.
I would say being a Brookdalian is like, you just have that fun attitude, and like you're hardworking, but like you kind of work hard, play hard, and like we have great clubs here. Like I'm so excited to be a part of like the student body here.
It means that I can, you know, reach above the sky. I can do whatever I want and, you know, feel freedom.
Over 18,000 students annually, flexible schedules, commitment to student success. Welcome to Brookdale. Convenience of 6 physical campuses throughout Monmouth County. Freehold, Hazlitt, Long Branch, Neptune, Lincroft, and Wall. Plus our 7th campus, online. Amazing campus life. Brookdale will help you craft and share your story. Impressive sports programs. First-rate student services. Career services help you land your first job. One Brookdale. Academic excellence. Our commitment to demonstrate a consistent level of teaching and service throughout the entire college.